Hey there guys. I'm here to pretty much demonstrate the ways that you're going to start your career research report draft. And I'm using kind of this makeshift, lined paper version of what you'll be using, but you will be using your Smeckens organizer. And so just, deal with the lines for now. It's actually kind of nice. We've been researching about a future career that you are potentially going to have, and in that you've done some internet research based on statistics and information, and now you're ready to craft a research report. Your research report will be broken up into hopefully 5 paragraphs. The first paragraph obviously being your introduction, and you can label your graphic organizer if needed. But today we're not going to focus on our introduction. You're also going to need body paragraphs. And each of these boxes are going to represent a different body paragraph. And last but not least, your conclusion. Today, I want us to focus on the body paragraph section. This is the meaty part of your paper, and this is where your reader is going to learn the most about your career. And so let's go ahead and reflect back on the different areas that you researched. And I even spoke to a student yesterday and kind of wrapped our brains around where they were going with their paper. And some of the areas that were brought up that could be broken up into the different body paragraphs are, and I'm going to do like a little brainstorm up here in the corner, potentially like the history of your career. Maybe the duties of your career, such as like what are the things that you'll be doing at your job? What is expected of you? Maybe you want to talk about the educational part of your job and how you get there. Another idea could be like what or why are you passionate about this job? So, your interests or passions or reasons as to why you want this career. And remember, I would like you to be taking these notes with me as well on your own paper. So history, duties, education. Maybe you want to talk about like the salary or living conditions you may have due to this job, like what are the hours you're going to be working and what type of benefits does this job have. So those are just some of the ideas. Obviously, if you came up with another topic or main idea for each of these body paragraphs, that would be great, but maybe hone into these at this time. So if I were to think aloud and maybe start scripting out my own paper, the things that I want to talk about probably would be maybe the history of this job. Where did it come about? So I'm going to go ahead and place this as my topic here. So history. And maybe I also want to talk about the duties, or what are the things I'll be doing at this job. And last but not least, maybe my interest of this job, like my why. Why am I choosing this job? So from there, I can start taking information from my internet research page and plopping in things into each of these sections. Now, I'm not asking you to script out the entire sentence or sentences for each of these topics, but maybe just give a brief overview of what the information is going to be within each of these sections. So if my first topic is going to be about the history of this career, maybe I want to talk about the people who started or discovered the career. Maybe when it started, why it started, and maybe give me some information about important changes to the career. Remember, if we're using facts from sources, please do not copy and paste, and please cite your evidence, meaning give me the website or the book that you found this information from, the author. We need to credit them. So I can go ahead and start bullet pointing what I want to talk about. Once I get into my actual typing section of this, I could script out these sentences even more in depth, but right now I'm just giving myself an overview. The next section or topic that I decided upon was duties. So what does the job ask me to do? So maybe I could talk about my daily or weekly schedule. Maybe I want to talk about what do I do at my job. Maybe what skills are needed. And maybe talk about, because they had that question in our research page, like what type of personality do you have to have? So what personality best fits? Obviously, these are just some of the ideas, and you probably have some really great information to go into these sections, or you can always go back and refer to the websites or articles that you've been looking at. But again, remember, we're not copying and pasting, and we need to cite our evidence. Last but not least, your topic, if you've decided upon my why, this is going to be very like authentic, organic, straight from your own mind, heart, and soul. So tell us, why does this career interest you? And try not to like start out by saying this career interests me because, but just kind of give us some ideas of like why you're inspired. What are your hopes to do in this career? Why are you passionate about it? So obviously this is just a guiding blueprint for yourself, and this is going to be a great way for you to brainstorm and narrow down what you'll be writing about. So take your time, pause, rewind, reflect back to this video if needed, but by the end of today's writing session, we would like for you to have these 3 sections focused on. The next time we come together, we'll be working on crafting our introduction, and so knowing what your meat of your paper is, it's going to help us here in our introduction. Thanks again, guys. Talk to you later. Get these notes down. Peace out.